I'm surprised.
That's 3 lies back to back. Just, you need to stop listening to me.
I'm just too trusting. At the end of the day, I'm too trusting. People tell me things, and I believe them.
Well, we have the Bodvar Ditto on here. Himwy with the color advantage, trying to blend it into the background. Sire says, my drip is unmatched. I'm not changing anything for anyone.
Oh, Himwy.
The downlight, down sig.
Himwy's already got the D-Light down sig. Like, I want to root for Sire here. I think Sire's an incredible player. I think he has the potential to win this tournament. But, like, when Himwy comes out the gate with a D-Light down sig, like, that's my guy.
Bro, you're talking about the D-Light down sig. I've just watched him Himwy best him in the hammer ditto. I've watched him best him with the sword in hand. I think Himwy is feeling confident on the Bodvar matchup. There it is. That's the side I was talking about. And then pressures him off. Once again, he has no jumps.
And that's
like,
over.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to go for that side air.
Yep.
It's not the end all be all.
In fact, you shouldn't really go for the side air.
You don't go for the side air.
So yeah, Himwy already showing a mastery of basically everything that Bodvar has to offer. Shown the hammer, shown the sword, shown the signature kit.
Himwy is
Whoa,
sitting
my
here.
God, he's just tearing apart.
He's saying, I'm you, but I'm better right now. Like, you can lock in the champion, but I'm going to show you how to play it. And that's saying something.
You can see the 3 letters over his head. He is him, bro.
He's him.
He is him.
It's fine. He's him.
He's him.
I usually reserve that for the best of the best, but he's here in Grand Finals. That's the best of the best. He's him. He just is.
Himwy just has so much control here.
I'm
even the moves he whiffs.
Didn't go for a recovery there.
Even that, the bounce from the wrong side of the stage, not going to be the KO. I think if he would have gotten the actual bounce off the stage, if we were on a different stage that had a longer sidewall, I think he gets the hit on the Sire with the weapon toss and didn't even need anything after that, but he did find something after that. Has the 2-stock lead, opening this Grand Finals in a massive way, finally falls to Sire.
Stomp Cider is, like you just said, finally going to close that stock off, but at what cost? Himwy is sitting clean on his second stock. That's a full 100% stock deficit.
I'm thinking we see a swap over to another legend coming out from Sire, unless he thinks he has something secret in the tank, but I'm not feeling it right now.
I mean, Himwy on a hot streak with the Bodvar, even if Sire were to have something else, like, and Sire does have other things. We've seen the levels, we've seen the Bryn, we've seen the Terras. I think there's a Koji. Even if he brought it out, I feel like Himwy, he's on top of it.
Because I would tend to agree with you as well.
Because you don't bring out your main like this in an even matchup. There's no matchup diff here. You don't bring it out like this, and it looks like this level of destruction.
That was a nice dare to interrupt the recovery. Again, another down air. The only problem is like he's doing that after he gets hit twice by Himwy. And eventually Himwy is not going to go for the down air after it. He's just going to go for a D-Light recovery and get the KO off the top of the true combo.
Just going for the side stick, something we've seen Himwy go for, but this time it doesn't connect because he's not him. He's not him.
Oh, man.
Takes
591 damage coming out from Himwy. Complete control of that game.
We were talking about how high damage is bad. You got to get those early knockouts. Himwy doesn't care. He just has controlling substantial gameplay the entire time.
And you can see he had weapon control so much of that game as well. 0 unarmed damage, and it's not like he was unarmed half the game running away.
He's a patriot, no unarmed. He's here for me.
All those unarmed haters out there.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, well, we're taking a little bit to lock in here, so maybe it is going to be a legend swap. I don't think we're going to see Himwy swap off. He looks too good on it.
I think there is absolutely 0 reason for Himwy to swap off of this legend, unless again he has something.
Make sure you point out the stock, by the way. Even the beginning of it, he just didn't take damage for the first bit of the game.
Look, I mean, it was like 2/3 of the way through the game when he lost his first stock. Here's an extended period of time where he didn't take any damage.
The beginning of the game, no damage.
Yeah, like. He didn't take anything until like that part into the game.
Comes back, takes no damage, takes a 1 hit, takes no damage. At that point, you switch to Zuko. At that point, you switch to Zuko, and that's what he did.
It's coming out for us here. He is in defense stance on this Zuko, so that's going to give him 5. Meanwhile, Himwy is over on the strength stance.
You know what they say, if you're winning, keep winning. Just keep hitting them. That's it.
That is what they say. They say that all the time.
I've been getting a lot of coaching requests. I keep telling you guys, just hit them. Thank you for your money, but just hit them.
Are you on Metafy?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Is that a plug?
No.
No?
I'm just trying to get you paid, Remy. Come on, man.
All right, well, Himwy's trying to get himself paid here. The sidelight into the GC downlight immediately. Just a hard opener.
Starting this one off with the spear. See if he's able to find his way in. It's not working so far.
I can't take it anymore. These nairs are so clean.
The juggle game coming out from himwy on the hammer and even on the sword. Nice little neutral light there. Sire going to swap over to the sword. There, you see him. He hits the down air, and that leads into the juggle game.
That was a nice end-sig attempt.
Wow. He hit that
Listen.
like, does that hit stacked?
Listen, he just watched you miss that, brought you in this game, and sat you with it. What's going through Sire's head?
Brutal destruction.
Brutal
Ow,
destruction.
stop hitting me, please, stop.
The announcer's going to say obliterated no matter how many stocks are left at the end at this point. Downlight Sire is evening it up. Maybe we spoke too soon.
Goes for the ground pound, lands it on stage. Didn't throw his weapon there, even though one was still on the stage. But himwy was without a weapon. We are going to at least see a little bit of unarmed damage this time.
The stomp game is so beautiful. The scoop game is so beautiful. The nair game is so beautiful. He does it all.
There's the
He
delay
also loses
recovery.
his stock.
Off the top, that is one of the things that he happens to do here. But he's in a decent lead. It's not a great lead, but it's a good lead coming in.
If you're Bodvar, you're smiling at this lead. A good signature placement. If you have the high force on the sword, downlight recovery, you're just smiling. You're happy.
Now he's
it's good
definitely
you're
smiling.
here.
Has Sire very much in the red. You're seeing Sire playing far away from himwy, jumping around. A lot of movement comes out, tries to break it up with the weapon toss.
You know what I'm going to question? I'm going to question the attachment to the sword here. Now, we saw Sire in the last game, a 2-stock. Didn't look close on either of the weapons.
That's correct.
Decides to keep one, upgrades the stats to more speed focus, switches up the secondary weapon, keeps the main one. I don't know if I like it.
I think you try to sit on that spear as much as you can. You try to cheese him out. You just try to throw out those neutral lights, play really defensive.
You're talking about cheesing out the guy that just did that, by the way.
Well, look, I'm trying to find a possible win condition here for Sire.
Bro is giving him all the options, giving him all the paths. It's like we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, shout out the battle pass. Just roll the dice and see what you can do.
What is it called? It's dices and dangers?
I have no clue. That's before my time. We had computers when I was born.
Dungarees and dongos. I mean on the battle pass.
I have no clue. I've not just known. I just
Production
don't know.
help. Line.
Does those keep the battle pass tracks in his head?
Bro, he works here.
He just knows. Sire's swinging at air right now, hitting a miss. That's not air. Himwy's not swinging at air.
This is a very tough situation for Sire.
He needs to think of what pick he's going to go to, and he needs to think fast, because now that's 3 weapons that haven't worked. Are you going to go for a complete switch up? Let's see what the bans are. I'm waiting to see his little avatar pop up, because I don't think they swapped it on this side. So
He's thinking about it. Oh, it's Teska.
that's Seska.
Is that the first?
I don't think we saw any in Oz.
I can't
and
remember if we saw
And this
any
is definitely
in
the
Oz.
first in Southeast Asia.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
He's coming out with Teska here. The Battle Boots are making their debut.
You caught my attention. I'm
in
interested.
the 2023
I'm interested.
Brawlhalla Esports season here. And it's coming out for Southeast Asia. Sire, in his dire moment of need, reaches out. He's going to pick up some gauntlets, and he's going to put on some shoes.
Is it desperation, or will it work? Let's see. The hands and the feet both cover. The down sig is going to be the first one we see. Remember that, folks. The first, if you want to do your little Brawlhalla trivia, the first ever Teska sig used in an official tournament was the down sig.
His Teska is level 17.
That's enough. That's more than some characters Wilson has pulled out in tournaments. It's enough.
Why are we doing everything based off of what Wilson does? That's the litmus test in 2023.
It's enough, man. It's enough.
Now, he does have Mordex as his second highest leveled legend, so he does have the gauntlet play.
Well, it shows he has a gauntlet players because he just hasn't played Boots yet. He just hasn't.
And he demolished the first stock of himwy. Maybe
the Gauntlet's hammer matchup is still in the Gauntlet side of things. Maybe he knows something we don't. Remember that, all you Gauntlet players. Himwy picks up the sword immediately, though, and it's just wraps up.
Dude, his sword play, so clean. Perfect timing on that. Grabs the stock, evens the stocks up, is about 50 to 60 damage behind.
He opts to keep the sword this time rather than switch up to the hammer. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The hammer was broke, so he fixed it. Sire's actually pretty good at getting these reads off. Of course, it's not going to be like multiple hits since he's not punishing the dodge, but rather just kind of reading the movement and getting another hit off. But it's adding up. Himwy is yet to really do anything on this stock. Meanwhile, he's in the red.
We haven't seen too much off stage from either of these players yet either. It'll be like a move over the corner, and that's pretty much it. Both of them playing it safe in terms of whether or not they want to fight on the edge. Even though Sire, I mean, he has gauntlets. That's one of the places that gauntlets really succeed.
Especially if you want to get those early knockouts, you're going to have to take them off stage. As I say that, though, another Cider is going to push him off. I thought it was going to be a ground pound because of the way he moved, but actually goes for the Cider and pushes him off the wall. That was beautiful right there.
And he's not going to be able to get back to either weapon, and he's not able to grab that one. So himwy immediately evening that up. That's huge. Really wasn't an option for himwy to really for Sire to put out too much damage when he's unarmed, especially against that hammer of himwy.
Appa just might have brought Sire back to the stage for the last time in this tournament.
Oh,
as I speak that though,
he's doing boots things.
Yep. If he was gonna take it there, I spoke too soon. But it is his tournament stock, so this is if you were gonna start cooking, if you were gonna get utensils out, now's the time.
That was the classic that you saw everybody hitting early on.
Just Bodvar things the down sig.
That's it.
Confirm he still makes it up, but he doesn't have enough options of dodge. Comes back just too late.
That's a 3-0,
That's
Remy.
a 3-0.
Himwy is your Southeast Asian Winter Champion.
Oh my gosh.
That was nasty Bodvar play.
3-0 winners finals, 3-0 grand finals. I told you how he was feeling. He doubled it up. That's 6 wins in a row. That's a winter champion.
The way he was playing, you know, I'm thinking, you know, it might just be hammer season.
I mean,
it might just be hammer season.
You guys just need to get prepared. Like I was ready. I saw the patch that I was ready. They're doubting me. They're doubting me in the Discord calls. They're telling me, Remy, you don't know what you're talking about. They let you analyze because you're handsome. They're wrong. I know what I'm talking about. It's hammer season.
But you are. That's one of the reasons they let you.
It's both, obviously.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here.
Okay.
There's a lot of handsome people in this office, and they don't do what I do.